What's up, guys? My name is Maiorella, and today I'm going to be doing an instructional video for Coach Schulman's coaching sports class. Today I'll be teaching you guys about the skill of the face-off in lacrosse. I personally was a FOGO for 4 years on Hicksville varsity lacrosse, and FOGO is a term that stands for face-off get-off, which is the specialist of the face-off position in lacrosse. So let's get right into it. All right, guys, so before I dive into techniques and the way to take a face-off correctly, I wanted to first explain why I'm going to be doing it on this carpet right here. You can put it down. Why I'm going to be doing it on a carpet like this for two main reasons. First main reason, it's very convenient since I'm home and it's warm in here. If it's cold out, across the year-round sport, so it's easier to practice from here. And second of all, most lacrosse games are done on turf, usually all year round. So this is a very similar feeling to turf, which is a key point on why I wanted to practice on this and show the video on this. All right, so the first step in taking a lacrosse face-off is the setup with you and your opponent. So there's two legal ways to do this. The first way is the stand-up setup, where you put 1 foot towards the ball, 1 foot back, and you line up with this head in the center near the ball, about 1 inch or 2 away, ready to take your face-off. The second and my favorite way to take a face-off is the 1 knee down method, where you put your one right knee down towards the ball. Once again, setting up center of the ball about 1 inch away with your foot behind the other leg, with your foot right here behind the butt of the stick, ready for a face-off. Now for the most important part about winning a face-off against your opponent is winning the clamp. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what the clamp is. So it's when you set up, the ref is going to say down. This is when you get down on your 1 knee or your standing position. He's going to say set, so you're ready, and then he's going to say go. Most people think the real way to win a face-off is just putting your stick straight over. That's not the most powerful and correct way to win. The way we call winning is the clamp, which is pushing forward up onto the ball and then going down. So now you have your ball in your stick, which is called the clamp. But this is the most important part of the clamp. Stretching the stick so the ball is stuck in your stick so you can escape and win the face-off and win the ball for your team. All right, so now that we've learned the clamp, which is probably the most important part about the face-off, I'm gonna ask my cameraman to step back a little bit. I'm now going to teach you 2 escape moves after you win the clamp to get the ball out safely and try to score an attack. So the first is the offensive escape, where you try to get it to yourself, as you may have seen in the last video. You win the clamp, but instead of going backwards, you scoop it out and go forwards and run towards the net, trying to get your own goal or maybe set up a play on offense quickly before the defense gets set. The second escape move, which is the more safe route, is when you have 2 wings. This is always how faceoffs are started. There's 2 guys that are going to run behind you from about 30 yards out on the wings, if just to see where the ball is going to go if you don't get it out cleanly. So you can, after the clamp, instead of going forwards, you can actually throw it in between your legs backwards for one of your teammates to eventually go and try to win the ball. Here are the 2 moves you just learned in full speed. All right, so now that we learned the 2 most popular and important ways to win a face-off, oftentimes if you're a good FOGO, teams will rather put a long pole defender, which is double the size stick they get to use than this. They'd rather him take the face-off and not even try and win it, just try and take the ball from you after you win the face-off. So I'm going to show you a third and a little bit unorthodox way that I personally used a lot in my high school career to safely stay away from the long pole defender and win possession for your team. So you can come a little bit closer. You line up standing this time. Make sure you're standing because it's easier to get out of the situation with. So same exact stance, but instead of clamping down on the ball when the whistle's blown, you're just going to put your stick over the ball and push it out this way, boxing out your defender and scooping the ball, winning possession for your team. So you have an easier control of the ball instead of doing all of the work on the field. All right, everybody, thank you for watching my instructional video. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new. If you know anybody that's interested in learning face-offs or is already taking face-offs, share this video with them, and I think it could be really helpful.